It's an important day for Kenya, Ethiopia, and Somalia with the support of a friend of our three countries, the United Kingdom, as we have this ceremony to initiate a program that will assist us in building our resilience as this region to not only maintain the trade and investment in this region and also the physical integration of our peoples, but more importantly, maintain peace and stability as a prerequisite for business, trade, and free movement of our people. I would like to, at this juncture, request very briefly, the Member of Parliament for this area for 1 minute to greet us and welcome us, after which the Governor of Mandera County will also greet us and welcome us in 2 minutes, and then we shall continue with the rest of the program. Welcome, and God bless Kenya, Ethiopia, and Somalia. God bless the United Kingdom. Welcome. MP.
Ladies and gentlemen, I first and foremost welcome our Deputy President, Honorable Rigathi Gachagua, our CS, our BSS, our regional commissioners, and the regional leaders from Somalia, Ethiopia, and Jubaland, and all delegates that are here, drawn from the three countries. First and foremost, I'm sure this is the first time the Deputy President visited Mandera. Mandera is a very peaceful area. As you have seen, it brings together three countries, but very poor infrastructure. We hope now that you came and have seen this area with your own naked eyes, I think you will at least plan something for Mandera. Mandera has few problems. I will make use of this opportunity now that we have the DP. Mandera has road network problems. I would like you to have our request that the President has promised parliamentary, pastoralist parliamentary groups when he met us that the road network from Isiolo to Mandera will be tarmacked as soon as possible. Unfortunately, the one from Ramu to Mandera is an annuity funded. We want that annuity funded be changed so that it is financed by the World Bank. Annuity delays, it doesn't do a good job, and the World Bank is set ready to finance. Please take that to the President so that that can be changed to annuity, to World Bank. The other thing we have is that we have been having, IEDs in Mandera because of the road network, the poor network. The roads are mostly marams. The road from Moyale to Mandera, passing Tagaba, the road from Moyale, Banisa to Ramu, Mandera, the road from Lafe, Arabia, Mandera are all maram. So these criminals use that opportunity to install IEDs so that our vehicles are blown. Just the other day, 4 days, 5 days ago, our GSU vehicle was really attacked. And that is because of the road network. Please try to change this now that we have a willing government in this republic. Number two, we have drought that has really affected Mandera, and that drought has wiped out the livelihood of Mandera people. We have the rains here, but unfortunately there are no animals. Animals have gone. We expect the government to restock our people so that they can restart their livelihood. I mentioned this in our meeting with the DP's office yesterday in Mombasa, and I think they are going to forward maybe the statement we gave in Mombasa to your office. We expect you to take up that matter. Number 3, we have mosquitoes that has really affected after the rains in Mandera people. We expect the government to provide mosquito nets throughout Mandera County so that our people are safe and we don't have to again, struggle with diseases. Otherwise, the Deputy President, His Excellency Gachagua, welcome to Mandera. Our Kindiki, I know this is his. We are one family. We are ready to support. Please support people of Mandera. And in fact, this project will change a lot. I thank Her Excellency, the Ambassador of UK, for implementing this project. This project is going to, bring these 3 countries together, and I know it is going to change a lot.
We were also affected by the drought. We open our hearts and resources to those in need, irrespective of borders and nationality. Through our collective effort, we provided food, water, and medical assistance to those affected, ensuring that no one was left behind in this time of need. The spirit of sharing exhibited during the drought is a powerful reminder that compassion knows no borders. In the highlight of interconnectedness of our lives and importance of standing together during these challenging times. Through acts of kindness and solidarity, we build bridges and foster community goodwill and understanding. Your Excellencies and distinguished guests, I want to express my deepest gratitude to His Excellency the President of the Republic of Kenya, Dr. William Ruto, our esteemed Deputy Governor, and various development actors for their unwavering support in response to the recent drought. Their commitment and assistance have played a crucial role in questioning our communities. But most importantly, I want to confirm that their support was not limited to Mandera County, but extended to our neighboring countries. Your Excellencies and distinguished guests, inspired by the desire to drought faced by my people, I launched the Limukwa Water Buzzard Initiative, which subsidized the secondary education in Mandera County. The initiative was meant to bring back hope as the people were barely meeting their basic needs due to the severe impacts of the prolonged drought. Through the Limukwa Water, Your Excellency, we aim to remove financial barriers that hinder students from pursuing dreams. Because of this initiative, we have witnessed significant increase in the enrollment. Recently, we have been blessed, mercy from which we express our gratitude to Allah and all those who have joined us in prayers for rains. Your Excellencies and distinguished guests, despite recurring drought, which often negatively impact our livestock, our region has a potential to be a breakbuster for this country. We have huge tracts of land and extensive watersheds and aquifers to expand agricultural production. What we need, Your Excellency, is an investment infrastructure such as mega dams and connection to the national grid. Your Excellencies and distinguished guests, I sincerely appreciate the British government generous support for this project we are launching today. The project is a testament to the importance of peace in driving sustainable development. Our region cannot progress and flourish without peace and stability. Furthermore, this project emphasizes the significance of good neighborliness and cooperation within Mandera Triangle. By working together, we can create an environment that fosters peace, understanding, and shared prosperity. Your Excellencies and distinguished guests, as a county, we understand the importance of supporting national police reserves as a vital component of our security apparatus. The county government, therefore, have been providing necessary support to them to keep our county and country safe. Collaboration between the county government, law enforcement agencies, civil society organizations, and communities is crucial to achieve sustainable development and prevent radicalization of our youth. I thank all those organizations working in peace-building initiatives, such as Interpeace, for their continuous support. Your Excellencies and distinguished guests, the project we are launching today, the Kenya, Somalia, Ethiopia, and Borderlands project, is a cross-border endeavor to enhance peace, stability, social-economic development in the border areas between Kenya, Somalia, and Ethiopia. It recognizes the need for increased collaboration between these three countries, their local administration, and community residing along the borderlines. By integrating security, development, and peace-building efforts, this project seeks to strengthen the national response to insecurity, support local conflict resolution mechanism, and build individuals and communities' resilience against violent extremism influences. The project objectives are clear: to support effective policy and programming, strengthen formal and informal cross-border mechanism, and address the needs for our communities to mitigate the drivers of instability and violent extremism. Your Excellencies and the distinguished guests, opening of the borders of Kenya, Somalia, and Ethiopia will mark a significant milestone in the regional development and facilitation of vital humanitarian support to communities affected by various challenges such as natural disasters, conflicts, and poverty. As we embark on this new chapter, let us embrace the opportunities ahead and enhance the powers of collaboration to uplift our communities, promote sustainable development, and foster lasting peace and stability. Your Excellencies and distinguished guests, our regions have top potential key to enhancing food security in our country. Therefore, we request the national government to prioritize resilience building efforts and capitalize on the abundant opportunities and resources present in northern Kenya. Empowering local farmers and agro-businesses in northern Kenya is crucial to achieving sustainable food security. As a country, as a county, we are doing our best with the limited resources at our disposal. Your Excellencies and distinguished guests, we are committed to working hand in hand with the national government and subnational partners, reaching out to marginalized communities and engaging civil societies organizations to ensure lasting changes beyond the project's lifetime. In conclusion, I extend my most profound appreciation to implementing partners, Adam and Smith, Danish Refugee Council, the Royal United Service Institute, for their commitment to this project. Together we will strive to achieve a future where peace and stability prevail, prosperity knows no borders, and where aspirations of our people are realized. Thank you very much. Your Excellency, I have only one more message from the people of Mandera. Hiyo hii nitasema kwa Kiswahili. Walisema wanafurahi sana kwa serikali yetu ya Kenya Kwanza for the support they have done during the drought. Na walisema kuna ile maneno ya shares, kuna share aina mbili. Kuna ile shares ya primary shares and kuna ile ya corporate. Kama watu wa Mandera yetu tulikuwa corporate shares. You remember after IBC baada walitangaza, sisi kama watu ya UDM ama watu ya Mandera na Marsabit tukakuja Karen, tulileta wabunge wetu wote, magovernors wote na masenators wote, ndio tulikuwa na majority members in county assembly na majority members in senate na majority members in council of governors. Walisema ile share ulikuwa umeangalia juzi ni ile ya tarehe 9, lakini kuna ile ya baadaye So kwa hiyo share yao ni mingi pia, because ni sisi ndio tuliamua kuwa KK kuwa majority members of parliament in both houses and even at the Council of Governors. So walisema tafadhali angalia yote mbili, usiangalie tule ya tarehe 9. Asanteni sana.
Excellency Deputy President, Excellencies, distinguished guests, I forgot to recognize the Principal Secretaries who are here, the Principal Secretary for Internal Security of Kenya, and the Principal Secretary for Youth and the Arts, who comes from Mandera here. So as you talk about shares, Governor, you have a Principal Secretary for the Youth and the Arts. I'm saying that for the benefit of the Deputy President, because he says he carries a calculator. Your Excellency, we also have the Deputy Inspector General of the National Police Service of Kenya, Nur Gabo. We have the Regional Commissioner for Northeastern Region, John Otieno, and all other security chiefs of this region and this county. They are present. We recognize you. All agencies are represented here. Your Excellency, yesterday I hosted the Security Minister of the United Kingdom in Nairobi. And during that meeting, which was extremely productive and beneficial to Kenya and to our neighbors, it was agreed that going forward, the partnership of the United Kingdom to us must continually, especially when it concerns this region, must, as of essence, involve our partner states so that they get engaged from the word go, so that we move together. Your Excellency, the challenges that we face in this region, in this area, are extremely complex and sensitive. We have had significant threats related to terrorism in this area and other serious crimes. For that reason, the programs that we run here as government and governments must be alive to the sensitivities and the complexities of the issues here. Your Excellency, we did sign a security compact between the UK and the Republic of Kenya, and I'm happy that going forward, I'm looking forward to similar arrangements, even with between the British government and the UK government and the other countries in this region, because we all must work together. We must work together. And by together, Your Excellency, I mean hand in hand, shoulder by shoulder, so that we deliver for the common benefit of our people in this region. I have had the privilege to look at the proposed program on the Borderlands Security Project for Kenya, Ethiopia, and Somalia. I am convinced beyond doubt that that project will go a long way in improving stability, peace, resilience, and empowerment of communities for our countries. And I have no doubt in my mind that the help and support that is intended from the United Kingdom is help that will go a long way in creating stability for our countries and boosting trade and investments and enhancing our shared prosperity. Allow me, Your Excellency, to make this other remark, that it was agreed that this project, which you are overseeing its launching and initiation today, will proceed subject to the 3 partner states of Kenya, Ethiopia, and Somalia sitting down together with our partner, the United Kingdom, to agree on the action plan and the detailed activities. Again, the reason for that is to ensure we work together. And number 2, to ensure we leave no detail unattended because of the complexities and the sensitivities of security matters in this part of the world. Therefore, in principle, Your Excellency, what you are presiding over today is the general project initiative. But I'm very clear in my mind that there is some work to be done, maybe in the next 2 weeks or so, to be able to agree on an action plan that carries everybody along. And finally, before I invite my brothers to say something, and later on the High Commissioner, and then I invite you, Your Excellency, we want to recognize the very profound support and partnership that has been offered by the county government of Mandera, especially with regard to the support towards the National Police Reservists. We value that support, and we thank you for standing in the gap for the country when it mattered. Going forward, we have taken a policy decision that we will allow our governors to concentrate on their core functions that are stipulated under Schedule 4 of the Constitution. And we, as national government, will take over fully and without exception our functions, including the national security function, including the matter of the National Police Reservice. Finally, Your Excellency, because of the already caveat that I've already given, that the details of this project are going to be worked in the next few days, so that we work together and make sure that we take care of everything. I just want to say, therefore, at this stage, we'll only, perhaps through the High Commissioner, get highlights of what the project is supposed to achieve and leave it at that, as opposed to a detailed analysis of the project, because we also have to agree on the role players and how they'll go about it. And I'm very clear in my mind we'll find common ground to proceed with this project with very minimal alterations of whatever was initially conceptualized. Having said so, it is my distinguished honor and privilege to ask my brother, the Security Minister of Somalia, to greet us and say 1 or 2 things. And then thank you for coming, Minister. I know you are a bit indisposed, but thank you so much for coming. And I look forward to seeing you in Nairobi on Monday for another engagement as a testament that the partnership and friendship is enduring and continuous as we'll be discussing other matters in Nairobi on Monday. Welcome, Minister.
Thank you, CS. His Excellency the Deputy President of Kenya, Rigathi Gachagua, Honorable Professor Kithure Kindiki, Cabinet Secretary, Minister of Interior and Administration, His Excellency Ashanef Binlaf Adolem, Minister of Peace and Security, Federal Government of Ethiopia, Her Excellency Jane Marriott, UK High Commissioner of Kenya, His Excellency Mahmoud Said Adan, Deputy President of Jubaland State of Somalia, His Excellency Mahmoud Ahmed Noor Tarzan, Somali Ambassador to Kenya, His Excellency Adan Khalif, Governor of Mandera, administrators and security officers from Gede region of Jubaland State of Somalia, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamu alaikum. Habari asubuhi. Salam now. Good morning. I'm delighted to be here in Mandera County on this special occasion at the launch of the Rizwanak cross-border project to seek to enhance peace and stability, strengthen cooperation and economic development in the border areas between Kenya, Ethiopia, and Somalia. I feel honored that this defining and momentous event seeks to build on our partnership and cooperation as championed by the theme that is Wanag or Good Neighbor Lines. This event offers us an appropriate moment to reflect on our cooperation and partnership, but also provides us an opportunity to use lessons learned to enhance our aspirations for the future. On that note, the relationship between Kenya, Ethiopia, and Somalia is built upon firm structure of brotherhood with shared values and historical ties. And in that spirit of collective solidarity, there has never been a better time to forge a common destiny and collectively participate in this project to tackle cross-border challenges, to ensure regional security and pursue economic development, social progress, peace, and prosperity. I would like to take this opportunity to express our nation's gratitude for the warm welcome and noble sacrifice of young men and women from Kenya and Ethiopia, and troop contributing countries, TCC in Africa, to enhance in our joint fight against extremism ideologies that hamper security endeavors that we cherish to achieve in the shorter and longer term strategy. I believe that there are no limitations and barriers that can hinder our countries to achieve this impactful and futuristic Rizwanak project to address all the challenges in our borderlines. And we wish to thank the UK government and acknowledge the significant role of the UK government, multi-initiative and investment over the past years, and also its long-standing support to the people of Somalia. The federal government of Somalia is strongly committed to support this project to enhance peace, stability, and development in the cross-border regions. Thank you. Asante sana. Yes. Thank you.
Your Excellency, sir, allow me now to invite my brother, the Minister for Peace and Security, the Federal Republic of Ethiopia, to greet us and also make his remarks. Welcome, Minister.
Honorable Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, Excellency Ministers Somali, Excellency Ministers and distinguished guests of Kenya, Your Excellency, the Governor of Mandera County, Your Excellency, the High Commissioner of British Government, all protocols observed, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to be given an opportunity to say a few words at the launching of the project for Kenya, Somalia, Ethiopia borders. First and foremost, let me congratulate all those who have worked hard to materialize this project, especially the UK Government Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office for initiating and funding this 3 years project, and the Kenya government for facilitation of the launching ceremony and your hospitality extended to my delegation. My country strongly believes that this cross-border project will enhance peace and stability and strengthen socio-economic dynamics in the border areas among the 3 countries, Kenya, Somalia, and Ethiopia. Moreover, it will strengthen the effectiveness of national response to insecurity along the border, supporting local conflict resolution and management structures, and building individual and community resilience to the influence of violent extremist actors. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it's known that Ethiopia, Kenya, and Somalia shared massive border which are very porous, that makes easier for extremists and terrorist groups to infiltrate. Due to this condition, each country is engaged to strengthen border security, improve the living condition of communities along the border areas, design and implement peace-building policies. Ethiopia welcomes this initiative, understanding its complement the ongoing efforts toward achieving lasting peace, stability, and building resilience of community along Kenya, Somalia, and Ethiopia. Finally, I want to reiterate my government's full commitment to and coordinating with stakeholders to make sure that its sustainability even beyond the lifetime of the project. I thank you for your attention.
Your Excellency, the Deputy President, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, as I invite the next speaker, allow me to say one or two things about her. Shane Marriott has been the High Commissioner of the United Kingdom to Kenya for the last approximately 4 years. If there is a time when the relationship between Kenya and the United Kingdom has been at its peak, it is during the tenure of Shane Marriott. Shane Marriott has made many friends within government and among the people of Kenya, as a good diplomat should be. Unfortunately, we are informed that she will be leaving Kenya in a short while. And perhaps this is one of our last events, I don't know, but I am told maybe in another month or less than 2 months, she'll be moving on to other responsibilities on behalf of our government. And therefore, Your Excellency, it's only fair for me to say how grateful we are as a ministry for the support that the British government has given Kenya and the extra effort of High Commissioner Jane Marriott to foster even closer ties between Kenya and Britain. We will miss her friendship, her skills, and her ability to network with various types of people. And you can already feel, even the people of Mandera already know her, and they are saying if they had a way to petition His Majesty the King, they would have asked for a few more days. But a decision has been made, which we respect. Go in your next station, Balozi Jane, as I call her, with all your friends. Kenya is as much your home as is the United Kingdom. We wish you well, but in the meantime, because you are still around, please come and greet us, address us, and give us key highlights of this project. Please, let's have a round of applause for Balozi. You are welcome, Ambassador. And then after that, I will give how we proceed from there. Welcome, Ambassador.
Thank you, my friend. I don't get very emotional, but I'm a little emotional at that, so asante sana. Your Excellency, Deputy President of Kenya, Rigathi Gachagua, CS Kindiki, PS is present. His Excellency Mohammed Ahmed Sheikh, the Minister of Interior for Security, the Federal Government of Somalia. His Excellency, the Minister of Peace, Ashanaf bin Al-Adalam, the Government of Ethiopia. Mohammed Saeed Aden, the Deputy President of Jubaland. Of course, His Excellency, my very good friend, Mohammed Aden Khalif, the Governor of Mandera, the Area Member of Parliament, to all of you, ladies and gentlemen, and the reason why I wanted to set all of those out, as well as our friend, the Ambassador of Somalia, and all others, is because isn't that an amazing cast list, my friend Norgabao? Isn't that an amazing cast list to be sat in the room with today? So, asante sana, all protocols observed. Salam alaikum. I was first in Mandera about 2 years ago at the invitation of the Governor's predecessor, Ali Roba, and slightly at the insistence of my colleague Ben in the audience there, who said I had to come to Mandera because no British senior government official, no High Commissioner had been to Mandera since independence. And he did lay a little bit of the guilt on about how some of the challenges in this area were entirely the fault of the British colonial administration. So I got on a plane, I came to Mandera, and Governor Ali Roba and I were driving along the street, very nice tarmac road, and there was a row of trees, and then there was a gap of green, and then there was another row of trees. And I said, Governor, I'm very confused. What are you trying to do here? You have trees, and then you have green, and then you have trees again. And he said, well, he said, you see, in the future, there will be so much interaction between our country and our sister countries of Ethiopia and Somalia that we will need to expand the road. But I still want it to be shady for the people to walk down. And so we will have to remove the first row of trees, expand the road for all the trade between our three countries, and then there will be another row of trees to keep my people in the shade, out of the heat. And I thought to myself, that is a vision. That is a vision. And I'm delighted to see that his successor, the Governor, has expanded on this vision, and that you are all here today to help the three of you, supported by the UK, live that dream. And it's therefore my delight to be able to launch the Daris Wagnan programme here in Mandera at the meeting point of your three fantastic and beautiful countries. Because you don't just share a common border, your communities living together are bound by a shared history and a shared destiny. You have numerous challenges together: drought, resource conflicts, armed proliferation, terrorism, but you also have so much that is good and positive together, and it is that we want this programme to help bring on and bring about, because for too long we focused on the challenges, and yes, we should focus on the challenges, but we need to look at those root causes of instability, not just the symptoms. We need to focus on those shared opportunities, and communities should be able to flourish and embrace their own cultures. And to support this, and it is a supporting role, these are your countries, we are here as your guest, we are a partner to all three of you in investing in this new cross-border initiative. And I don't think a better phrase than the Somali phrase, Deris Wagnan, I'm going to pronounce that wrong, aren't I? Wanag, Deris Wanag. I'm looking at the lady in the middle who's like, not that, yes, no, that. Yeah, have I got that right? Okay, Deris Wanag means good neighbourliness, which is at the heart of what this programme intends to promote. Security and stability are central to all of your lives, and CS, you ask what this will do. Well, first of all, how it will operate is at three levels: that of the three national governments working together, the sub-national governments working together, and crucially, the communities working together. On all of those three levels, this programme will support effective policy and programming through understanding the local conflict dynamics, structures and actors. It will strengthen both the formal and informal institutions, including those cross-border mechanisms, working to build resilience in the communities across the borders. And it will address community needs to mitigate against drivers of instability and violent extremism. It will be implemented by experienced and committed a team comprising individuals from three organisations: the Adam Smith Institute, the Danish Refugee Council, and the Royal United Services Institute. And I can see some of them in the audience there. Can you just wave your hands for a better waving? Come on. Look at all those amazing people who want to come here and live in this tri-border area to help support the work that you do. So thank you very much to that team. I also want to give a shout out to Ben and to Haji. Where are you both? There's Ben, where's Haji? Over there. Big contacts and the brilliant team that they make together. So I get to stand at the front and take all the credit, and everyone says, "Isn't Jane wonderful?" Thank you. I like hearing, "Isn't Jane wonderful?" It is grounded in research, this programme, with many stakeholders present here today. It will design and support activities across those borders, and it will embrace existing activities. This is not coming in saying, hey, here's a new way to do it. It's building on the existing initiatives and activities, not reinventing the wheel. And I hope to attract in time other international partner funds so we can ensure that this programme, where it is successful, it can expand, and where it is not successful, we admit it is not successful, learn the lesson and focus elsewhere. The UK as well remains a major contributor to multilateral interventions such as the World Bank's North and Northeast Initiative Development and the NEDI programme, as well as providing assistance to various initiatives in health, education and governance in this area. I do want to mention gender and social inclusion, because it's got to be an integral part of our approach, that it covers everybody in the community, and it takes a conflict-sensitive approach to support opportunities to enhance peace and coexistence across the borders. I believe this programme comes at an extremely opportune time, aligned with the, hopefully when the criteria are met, the planned reopening of the border and the recent commitments made at the Frontline States Summit held in Somalia. We stand together against those forces that wish to disrupt people's lives, all of your lives, and to sow terror. And we often will allow me and our Ethiopian friends, I can nip across the border as well. We'll sort out the visa later. So Mahad Sanid, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Asante Sana.
Very well. Thank you for your patience. At this juncture, I have the honor of asking the chief guest of this event to come and greet us and make his remarks.